I'm Trey for Scott Grooms. Your weather forecast shaping up not to be too bad for this weekend. I'll have full details coming up a little later on in the newscast. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. The luck of the Irish really wasn't with us today in the way of weather. Let's get straight outside and take a look at what's going on outside of the radar map. You can see that some of the precipitation in this front sort of moving away from South Carolina in the low country. That's the good news. So the clouds are still out there. We've kind of experienced cloud for most of the day, but scattered showers sort of off and on. So that's the good news. And for the rest of the night, we can expect a few scattered showers, but nothing severe like they're getting down in Florida. Let's take a look and step outside and look at statistics. We experienced a low of 41 degrees today, a high of 44 degrees, and rainfall is about 0.6 inches. We've accumulated a total of 1.32 inches. Sky conditions outside pretty overcast right about now. Temperatures outside 42 degrees. Humidity sitting right about 85%, even though it doesn't really feel that way. And winds coming to you from the northeast at 10 miles per hour. Let's take a look at what's going on around the rest of the country. Down in Florida, they're getting pretty good temperatures, 70s and the 80s, but like I said, they're going to get more severe weather down there as a result of this front that's been moving into the area. In the low country in the southeastern region, 40s and 50s for pretty much taking over that part of the region. 60s in Texas, which that's a pretty good temperature to have around this time of year, and that's pretty much where we should be, but as a result of this front that's been moving into the area, temperature's been a lot cooler. Out west, they're into the 60s and 80s. 80s down along Texas in this area right through here. So those are pretty good temperatures, but the good news is we'll be experiencing those maybe into the next week. Turning now to what this front I was telling you about, it's sitting right in Florida, and that's become stationary, so they're getting the brunt of all the severe weather. The good news is it's clearing out of South Carolina and the low country, so we won't be experiencing much of that in the weekends. That's good news for weekend. You can take a look at these bands and these fronts that are coming through. South Carolina pretty much out of the clear. Bands are coming down, just missing South Carolina, going into Florida and down to that area. So again, South Carolina out of in the clear. Florida, bad news for those guys. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, you can expect to experience cooler temperatures, very overcast outside, cloudy skies. Nothing like today, though. Temperatures are going to be warm up just a little bit, but not too much, so it's going to be pretty much more of the same. Tomorrow evening, same story, getting down into the 40s. No rain to report to you in the forecast, but still chilly-like temperatures and windy skies out there for you. Saturday morning when we wake up, things are going to be pretty clear. A few clouds, scattered showers, not scattered showers, cloudy skies throughout. A lot of wind, but no rain to report to you. So that's the good news for that. Tonight's lows expect to get down into the 40s. It's going to be pretty chilly. Chillier than it should be this time of season, but it's going to be warming up for the weekend, and that's the good news. And tomorrow's highs, we're going to get into the 50s, a little bit warmer than it was today. No rainfall to report to you again, and just a lot windier and a little bit warmer than what we experienced for today. Let's take a look at your 36-hour forecast. It's cloudy out there right now. Light rain, light drizzle throughout the day. Mostly cloudy for you tomorrow, 54 degrees. Partly cloudy. 42 is going to be the high for you tomorrow. And Saturday, you can expect partly cloudy skies as well. It's going to be a little warmer, high of 55, a low of 48 degrees. Partly cloudy on Sunday. Now, it's starting to warm up a little bit. 68, hitting closer to the 70 marker. 52 for your low. And then on Monday, again, mostly cloudy. There's a 20% chance of showers in your forecast. High of 65 with a low of 52 degrees. And the same for Tuesday, mostly cloudy. 30% chance of rain. But not likely, though. 65 for the high. And again, 52 for the low. Your marine forecast, coastal winds northeast coming to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Offshore winds we're experiencing out of the northeast 20 to 25 miles per hour. And let's take a look at your tidal chart, folks and listeners. South of the Broad, there's a low tide coming in right about 7:57 p.m. And in Beaufort, that's hitting right about 8:31 p.m. So, Chesney, the weekend's shaping up to be not too bad, but cloudy. No rain to report to you. That's the good news. So, you know, pack an umbrella maybe, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just get ready for maybe some cool temps and some windy.
Great. Any big plans for the weekend?
Not really. Not going to that parade, I can tell you that. I'm going actually to North Carolina to visit some family. So,
good.
What about you?
Well, I'm heading up to Atlanta. My husband and I are going to visit family members up there. And what happened to your green?
I neglected to wear that today, but for good reason. There's a green wall that stands behind me in the news center, so if I'd worn a green, I would have blended in, and all you would have been able to see was my face.
Okay. That saved you from a pinch.
That did.